This video brought to you by this comment. Sunfire Aloy. To me, this really feels like a very mechanically difficult team to pull off with Aloy, but it does have some additional return on that investment in the sense that the normal attacks that I am getting when I actually do reverse melt with Aloy tend to do more damage than my currently preferred Freezeloy build. But the idea, of course, is you're basically playing Sunfire, so of course you need Jean and Benny on the team, and you're basically using the interaction between Jean and Benny's ult in order to rapidly apply Pyro onto enemies so that they are constantly under the Pyro aura, in which case you can reverse melt your auto attacks. So without going too further into the details, I'll just quickly show you this build using the Enkin Shinshin Moe card service. Basically, we're running a Thundering Pulse with nearly 2000 attack, a bit of EM, which is where C6 Sucrose comes in with a sack frag, as well as some crit rate, some crit damage, as well as a bit of energy regeneration. But also the main thing is that we are in fact running a Cryo Cup on this build as opposed to the Freezeloy build, which was an Attack Cup. And aside from that, obviously she's triple crowned, which was a long time ago. I'm not a huge fan of this team myself, mainly because I think the rotations are, to borrow a phrase, just a little bit way too dank. It just feels like not only am I contending with a few different things, I also have to contend with an ICD, I have to contend with at least two characters that require quite a lot of energy regeneration, or they will take some time to generate their ults, mainly Betty and Sucrose, and then also potentially trying to weave in the C2 Jean bonus of getting that attack speed. I don't know myself. Maybe if someone is a lot better at playing Sunfire shenanigans and also happens to be an Aloy main, maybe you'll have a much better time with Sunfire Aloy. But me personally, I don't know. Maybe it's just that I've perfected my Freezeloy team to such an extent that I think I prefer Freezeloy. But definitely, against enemies that cannot be frozen, oh yeah, Sunfire Aloy should be much more effective. On top of that, with Sunfire Aloy, because you're playing reverse melt shenanigans, you do get damage per screenshots that are much more impressive than Freezeloy damage per screenshots, provided you remove the context of the fact that you're doing damage per freeze shots. But either way, there is that. So I think the main sort of pros and cons is that when the reverse melt actually happens, Sunfire Aloy normal attacks do more damage. But because you're contending with an ICD, 2 out of every 3 shots, I think, is not going to do more damage than Freezeloy, for example. Whereas with the way that I've set up Freezeloy, because the damage that's coming in is mainly from continuously running damage bonuses from Yelan and Kazuha, for example, every single normal attack is doing much more damage. So, I don't know. But let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. What do you reckon? Would you prefer playing Sunfire Aloy, or would you prefer playing Freezeloy? Let me know in the comments. And then, of course, another question on my mind is whether I would play Sunfire Aloy or just regular reverse melt Aloy with Benny, Shangling, and let's say Kaz, because grouping enemies and grouping the bomblets to hit enemies slowly enough to get Ice Rush is still a very big factor, which is kind of where Sucrose not only comes in for the EM bonus, but also potentially to get her ult back as quickly as possible so that we can get Ice Rush back as quickly as possible. But aside from that, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Genshin Impact action, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Everybody stand back! Wait, hear me!